You know what just dawned on me? I didn't see any viral videos over the weekend of the Black Friday zombie hordes trampling each other in order to get a new PlayStation or get a discount on a toaster. I am genuinely curious why. Perhaps it's because at this point every American has enough digital devices to keep them distracted, or maybe because the Black Friday sales started the day after Halloween on November 1st. And so USA Today had to reminisce about the history of the peak chaos of Black Friday events. But some interesting things did happen over the Thanksgiving holiday. Joe Biden's chief of staff, Ron Klain, his senior caretaker, posted a list of literal talking points that he encouraged people to study and perhaps even bring to Thanksgiving dinner to tout Joe Biden's supposed accomplishments. Seriously, he did, saying, "One last item for your Thanksgiving dinner. Some talking points for when that uncle comes at you about the president." But old Joe's caretakers aren't just writing instructions for Democrats to bring to Thanksgiving dinner. Of course, they're also writing instructions for him, like the one that he accidentally tipped again and revealed to the cameras at the G20 meeting last week, which had detailed instructions telling him when to take his seat and when to speak. So the fact suppressors, who call themselves fact checkers, are doing their best to censor that fact with a fake fact check like this one from Newsweek, which asks, was Joe Biden caught with written instructions at G20? Yes, actually, he was. Sure, the photographs, official verified photographs of his detailed instructions about when to talk and when to take a seat, and even a brief description of the table that he was supposed to sit at just so he wouldn't get lost on his way. It's that rectangular piece of wood with legs on it, Joe. The article goes on to detail the allegations about the photograph and shows the actual photograph, quite surprisingly, but then concludes that there is no information in the photo that suggests he is being told what to do against his wishes, being instructed what to say at the conference, or being guided by anyone other than himself, his own staffers, or the event runners. So they declared this allegation to be missing context. It's missing context. Earlier this year, a photographer was able to snap a similar photo of the instruction card that was given to him by his staffers after he accidentally dropped it and then picked it up upside down. This is not a meme, by the way. This is the actual photo from when he was busted the first time, where he was instructed, you enter the Roosevelt room and say hello to participants. You take your seat. The press enters. You give brief comments, on and on and on. You thank participants, and then you depart. More Thanksgiving strangeness occurred when Hillary Clinton posted a photo of her and Bill celebrating the holiday that was taken at least 25 years ago. Why would you do that? Unless maybe there aren't any photos of her celebrating Thanksgiving where she's not feasting on children, and so they had to go back 25 years. Also over the weekend, Disney's new animated feature film Strange Worlds, which cost $180 million to produce, took in only $24 million, making it one of their biggest failures at the box office ever. Now, I wonder why that would be. They wouldn't be catering to 1 or 2% of the population at the expense of everyone else, would they? Oh, wait, what's this? New Disney film Strange World teaches kids that being gay is normal. Patrick Bet-David, who runs the Valuetainment YouTube channel, which is a fantastic channel, by the way, he's asked me to come on his podcast. I just didn't want to fly all the way to Florida just to do the interview. So maybe in 2024, I'll go, and not next year, 2024. I was planning way too far ahead. I'll go do the whole podcast circuit. Tim Pool's asked me to come on his show, which I would like to do, but I'm just too busy to be flying all over the country to be doing these interviews. So maybe in the run-up to the next presidential election. But Patrick Bet-David says that he took his kids to the movies today to watch the Disney cartoon called Strange World. Within 10 minutes of the movie, his 10-year-old son said, "Dad, I have no desire to watch this movie. Can we leave?" And they left. Now, he didn't say why, probably because he doesn't want to get canceled by the gay mafia, but he probably should have, just to give other parents a heads up about what kind of content this is. But as you know, you're not allowed to admit that you're disgusted by certain things that the Marxists insist on shoving in everybody's face these days. So he just added, the leaders at Disney have forgotten who the paying customer is. But despite this being Disney's first animated feature movie in a theater with a gay lead, Liberals are upset about it because nothing makes them happy, and they're complaining that the marketing budget is too small and that not enough people have heard about the movie. And it appears that this queer propaganda is being used more covertly than in previous cases because they're not exactly marketing this movie as their first big gay leading character because they want to dupe parents into bringing their children to see it so that they can be covertly indoctrinated by it. And you may have seen from the leaked Disney Zoom meetings that one of their senior executives said that the plan for the company was to make half of the characters queer or minorities by the end of the year. And what a surprise, Disney stock is down 41% from its all-time high. Get woke, go broke. And they fired the CEO, Bob Chapek. But it's not because he made the company too woke. He didn't make it woke enough. He gave an almost tearful apology and was denounced by the entire liberal media industrial complex for not speaking out against Ron DeSantis' anti-groomer bill sooner. He stayed quiet too long and was even criticized by the now new CEO because he just didn't stand up for the LGBTQ ABCDFG people sooner.
By now, I hope you've all read my most recent note, in which I pledge to be a better ally for the LGBTQ plus community. Apologize for not being the ally that you needed me to be. I know that we've got work to do, and that work starts with listening. I've read many emails that have been sent, spoken with LGBTQ plus employees and their allies, met with advocacy groups, and convened my own leadership team. And I have been taken by the honesty, the openness, and the urgency of their stories. I want you to know that your words have made a real impact on me.
And if Elon Musk keeps his promise of reinstating virtually all previous banned Twitter accounts, which is what he said he's going to start doing this week, the astronauts on the space station are going to be able to hear the lunatics in the liberal media crying. This one is already blaming the Russian bots for manipulating those polls that Elon posted about whether or not he should bring back President Trump and then give amnesty to everyone else.
So I think these polls are mostly a gimmick, and I would argue the people haven't spoken. The GRU has spoken. Twitter
Russian
has become,
intelligence, you mean?
100%. Twitter has become a playground for bad actors and fake bots. This poll is meaningless. This decision is meaningless.
But you had predicted earlier that Twitter could collapse.
I missed the stories about the Russian bots. In fact, I was going to discontinue my Russian bot t-shirt because I kind of thought it was old news. And speaking of things being restored, Trump Claus is back in stock in my online store at markdice.com, and a nice sweatshirt, t-shirt, long sleeve, or a hoodie, and a whole bunch of different colors as well. And this weekend, use the promo code TURKEY at the checkout to save 15% off of anything. So order your Let's Go Brandon shirt, an F Joe Biden shirt, a climate change shirt, or any of my awesome designs, all available in a t-shirt, long sleeve, and a hoodie, and a whole bunch of different colors as well. So head on over to markdice.com or click the link in the description below. Enter the promo code TURKEY at the checkout to save 15% this weekend, and check them out.